Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a wonderful, hopefully good episode of the World League 2020. This is a Pro League. We are in like 30 out of 48, and if we scroll on down, we are currently in 27th place. We're not too far out from 25, 20 points. That's actually not that bad at all. That's totally attainable in this episode, actually. Like, we can make it with a good enough result this time around. Now, if we do go through this, it is an AI-made world map every time. We had an AI-made world map the other day, last time we did this, which means it's not going to be AI-made world map. However, when we go through it, a balanced world never repeats more than twice. And if you look, we've had a balanced world the past 2 weeks, which means it's not a balanced world. So we have a chance for an improved world, a guessable world, and a diverse world. I think we've had one of each. I think we've had one guessable. Here's a guessable right here. Let's just check just in case. And I think we've had one diverse as well, which should be around the same spot. I know I'm pretty blind. And here it is right here, 22. So, back when Granite still played. What a shame. But we're going to be doing it today. Hopefully we'll be able to do fine. Maybe we get one of the maps of 2. Or there's a chance we have an improved world. But guessable or diverse is my guess. And since guessable was the first one, don't be surprised if we get a guessable here. Now, it's 4 minutes. We are allowed to move. We are allowed to pan. We are allowed to zoom. We play it as a 2. But that is that's the rule set. Hopefully, as we warm up our hands to get ready to start clicking, hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully we do fine. And it is a guessable world, so I'm actually pretty happy about that prediction. Now, we're all allowed to move. We have 4 minutes to do everything we need to do. We end up in a forest in the middle of fucking nowhere. So we're probably in Europe. We do have a sign, which is not English, but it's kind of tough to tell what it is. Pedera, it's a little blurry. It's Gen 2 coverage, and that's not necessarily the easiest thing to read, especially since it has kind of a stylized script to it. But we should be in Europe, and Eastern Europe at that. First impressions, first ideas, maybe Romania. We don't really have any road markings. We have a vehicle. It is actually a Nissan. There's the blue. I think that's an R in the blue, which would fit for Romania. It may not be the car we all love so dearly, but you can't expect to see a Dacia as every car, right? So Romanian forest. That's our thought process, I guess. Maybe we're seeing things that we want to see without actually it being a real thing. Except we do have the telephone poles that fit. So Romania still fits. What else could that R have been? It might have been an H with a weird blur to it, which would be Hungary. And Poland's the other option with these poles. Could the R have been a P? Maybe. I don't think I would have missed a P on the license plate. Maybe we could find a better version. But Romania, probably best bet right now. We are coming up to other license plates. Can't see on that one. As we pass this vehicle, it looks like it's going to be blurred. What about a shot of the back? It's a little blurry. It's all blurry, but that is a Dacia. So, does that give us credibility to guess Romania? Probably. I don't think we've seen a town name yet, which is a shame. The whole point of this is we're supposed to get the highest score possible. And if we can't find a town name, how are we supposed to figure out where the fuck we are? Unless, I guess, you understand Romanian. Speaking of which, there's the flag for Romania. That is the European Union. It's going to have a .ro for Romania. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's a pharmacy. I don't know if Titrului is the name of a town, but it's possible. And then we also have Vaslui and Lipovat, which Vaslui might be a town name. But what we do want to see is blurred. No, it's not. Morandi Logistics. Alright, let's see if we can't find Lipovat. Lipovat, I don't know, near forest, near the middle of the country, perhaps? So Vata, Tipotia, Targu, Vatra, Satumare. A lot of Mares I'm starting to see. Vaslui. That's one of them. It's the top one. Vaslui and Lipovat. Lipova, probably the same thing. So we should be in between these two. Koska, perhaps? If we return to start, we probably don't have a lot of time left. Yeah, we have 10 seconds, so that was a mistake going back to start. There was a sign somewhere on the path we traveled. Kardul? So it's in between here. Or it's further south. Here's Vaslui, and here's Lipovat. If you saw, we went with Lipova, thinking it was going to be the same thing. It was not. That's probably that. I mean, it's obviously my mistake, because if you think about it, how often are the translations correct, and how often do we find a town that fits the general name relatively close to another one? So obviously our fault. RC does get a perfect score here, very good, and we did make it into the town of Lipovat, but we did not get a perfect score. 12 miles off. That's not actually that bad. Does that say Rua? It does say Rua. Fucking A. Alright. I don't think we're going to figure out where in Brazil we are. We do have an 88 on an area code, which I think might actually be over here. For Tesla or São Luís. We're going to look for a name. Obviously, that's the whole point of this. The 88 is definitely pretty helpful. English civil area. Residential and commercial, but I don't see anything about the region. That says Valencia. That says Bastia and Becerra. I think this is probably a lawyer's office. Valencia, obviously, besides the oranges in the town, probably has nothing to do with it. I don't think there's a Valencia in Brazil. I could be wrong. It just doesn't make sense to me to have one. Cred Facile 88 again. Unondona and CE. Does CE exist? There is a CE. Sarah. Fontesla? That makes sense to have the CE then, right? So, we're in a relatively large town. Fontesla should make sense. It fits with the 88, and it fits with the CE. So let's head north, because according to the map, there should be water this way. Depends on obviously how far away from the coastline we are, but we should see water. I believe this is a port, although it's kind of tough to tell. We didn't see water specifically, but we see what appears to be an edge where you would see water. Right? It feels like there's water right over this coastline, man. But we can't really get a good idea. We are on Rua Sant Luzia and Rua da Gloria. So let's pretend we actually think we're here. Right? We think we're here. Pinto Bandera. No de Gloria. De Gloria should be kind of northeast to southwest. Which looks like it would fit over here a little bit more. RB. If they're going to just be fucking letters, that's going to be a problem. I already forgot what this one is. This is Santa Luzia, which would be SL, I guess, if we're just going by fucking letters. That could be a problem. And this is assuming we were correct about it being Fonteleza, which has to be in Sarah. I mean, Sobral, I guess, could be a thought. Dr. Monte, Rua. If only we could figure out exactly where we were. Let's see if we can't find a sign. Obviously, we have a minute. That's not a lot of time. Centro and Krajubar. The fact that that's two different things. Is there a name anywhere like that? Doesn't really look like it unless it's further south, which it could be. If we're trying to maximize our points, we should go with Sobral. Actually, we should go kind of down here. Boa Vijum. Because that's kind of the middle of the state of Sarah. Shit. What do we do? Nothing on there, unless Kariri is something. Something about a church. Fuck. I don't see anything telling us exactly where we are. The University of Brazil Vestibular. Whatever the fuck that means. It doesn't tell us a town that it's located in. I would assume it's going to be the biggest city in the area. And it does end up being a town called Juazeiro do Norte, something the north. RC does get a better score overall, going with Crato. I guess he saw something that said Crato somewhere. Again, if we would have guessed for point maximization, it would have been over here. Pedro Blanca, Senador Pompeo. But we tried to make a play going for a large city where I thought there was going to be water, and there wasn't. We have meters, fire by permit only. It says rural fire. There might be a town listed on that. If there is, it's either Minnesota or Washington, which doesn't make sense for the meters. We are on the left-hand side based on where this car is parked. We do have kilometers, and it feels like it's Gen 2. No, that was just a blur of the car. It's Gen 3 coverage. There should be New Zealand. It should be. Oregon Drive. Why would you... It's New Zealand. Why would you in New Zealand have an Oregon Drive? That doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, it makes more sense the more you think about it. But, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking for things to complain about. That's probably what it is. We are on the North Island. We're Masterton's to our east, so here's Masterton. City centers to our west. Let's go see if we can find out what city this is. I'm glad we're able to determine that it's New Zealand relatively easily. We didn't seem to struggle too much when it came to that. We have Lower Hutt and Wellington, so we're probably closer to Lower Hutt then, if that's to our west. And then we have Mangora Valley, Timora, and all that stuff. I don't see that listed from where we are, but we do see Lower Hutt and Wellington, and that's to our southwest, so maybe up a little bit more. I see Stokes Valley, I see Silverstream, Trentham. I don't see Mangora Valley. Moonshine Valley, I wonder if it's more in the middle of nowhere. But let's keep going towards the town center and see if there's like a, I don't know, a store that's going to tell us where we are. This says Cruikshank Road. Interesting. And city centers more along the lines of this way. Clouston Park. I feel like it's going to be one of these stores. We have Ferguson Liquor. Ferguson Laundromat. We're in a town called Ferguson. Now comes the hard part. Finding Ferguson along to South Featherson. Ferguson. Just show it to me. Just be nice about it, New Zealand. Don't take us too far away. Damn, we're not gonna find it. Norsewood, Tapaco, Wapaco, Takake, Hastings, Greens, Napier, Eskdale, Tutra. It's probably closer to where we currently are. I don't think it's actually this far away. So, unless we're blind, Ferguson's closer to Wellington. Could it be something on the outskirts? Houghton Bay, like real zoomed in kind of have to find. Newlands, Woodridge, Lower Hutt, which was on a sign, so we're keeping that close by. Could it be like a, just right out here somewhere? Sunshine Bay, Eastbourne. Doesn't look like there's anything that far south. Taita, Haywards, Manor Park, Silverstream, Upper Hutt, Trentham, Upper Hutt again. Riverstone, Eberton, Clouston Park. I am not seeing this anywhere. Anywhere. Featherston ends up being the closest thing that we could find. And we're out of time, so we have to hope it's not like Bumblefuck North. And it ends up being Clouston Park. So where was Ferguson? Ferguson Drive. That's the problem. That actually makes sense for why it was named the way it was. We ended up being 6 miles off, which isn't that bad. And we assumed that the first thing that we saw that had two of the same name meant that that was the town we were in without looking at the street signs, and that's a problem. We ended up being on, what, Mangora Hill Road? We saw Mangora, right? But wasn't that further south? Whatever. What the fuck ever. We're not doing bad, we're not doing great. Japan? Feels like low camera, feels like what we would expect in Japan. Gen 4, that we just warped into. And it's Japan. Actually, these aren't what you typically see in Japan. Is it actually low camera? Did Japan get Gen 4? I think they did. Obviously, we're looking for a better look at language and what side of the road we're on. If we're on the left, we have a 03. It looks like we're on the right. This is Taipei. Well, not Taipei, but Singapore. God damn it, not Singapore. Taiwan. Alright, we got it. Third time's the charm. Guitar pick 15 should be everywhere. Guayan, it should be big enough to find. I think it's going to probably be to our north. Here's 31, 9, 7, 8, 21, 16, 14. Which means 15 should be somewhere nearby. 17, 21, 19, 14, 11, 30, and 20. I guess we're not going to find it. You know how good I am at finding numbers. I'm the best. Nobody's better at finding fucking numbers. We didn't find anything. Maybe we didn't zoom in far enough. I still don't see Guayan anywhere. But I'm not really surprised. It is Taiwan. We seem to struggle to find pretty much anything. Hey, I found it. That is going to be to our south, I guess. We could also try and find now 25 with the symbols in front of it. Which is the hardest thing to do because those are going to be smaller roads. So here's 108. We're just going to follow 15. Here's 25 with, I think, the symbols in it. Although they look different. But it might just be because of how they're together. It looks like it's one symbol here, but two symbols here. Are there any other weird 25s like that? There's 24 that seems to be running parallel. I don't really see any other 25s. Is Saloon off of this? Bowen Temple. I don't see anything saying Shaloon. That's a problem. If we return to start, we are in the middle of a fucking field next to a body of water. I guess? It could be this one. This one. It could be any body of water. We're praying. We're fucking praying here. Right hand side, we are able to warp out of that relatively easily. We are able to find area code 03. Is that too helpful? Not really. I don't know what these sides are actually telling me. And I don't see any markings to give us a name for the road. So that's a problem. I mean, we could try and find that intersection. But we don't even know if we're in the right general area. We think we're in this general area, but we're probably wrong. Here's the first look at where we should find street signs. And they don't fucking exist. That says 3. Is there a green route 3 anywhere? It could be a kilometer marker, obviously. I don't think we're going to find anything. Why do we struggle to find street signs? It's like a problem we always have to deal with. Shit. I wouldn't be surprised if we're further north, closer to 61. Not much we can do except hope we have a decent guess. And we got a perfect fucking score. Okay. I obviously didn't think that was going to be the case. I thought we were going to struggle a little bit more. RC ends up being a few miles off. I guess we could call that a lucky fucking guess. But we did find the 25 and the 15, and I guess that's what helped us there. And then we just guessed a body of water that generally fit. I'm actually pretty happy about that one. Pretty happy about that one. And our final location should be Indonesia? It might be Malaysia. There's the flag. So we are fine. Ooh. Fake rift in Indonesia. Nice. Can we find anything about where we are in Indonesia? Probably not. Obviously, if we're going for point optimization, it's just Java, because Sulawesi, Sumatra, Borneo, and then all the fucking islands. We're going to try and find something that tells us where we are. Obviously, it's the Republic of Indonesia, but it doesn't tell us the island we're currently on, and trust me, there's a lot of them. I think everyone's going to be getting Indonesia here, it's just whether or not you're able to figure out what island you're on. We have Raja Wali, number 10, which should be the name of the street, and I'm surprised we don't see anything that tells us where we are. Sampang, I believe, is the name of the town, but I think there's a lot of them. I don't fucking know where we are. Why can't Indonesia have the island name listed on all the addresses? We would have learned them so long ago. There's Sampang again. So, it's probably the name of the road we're on, Sampang. It makes sense to me. Tahun. And Melagar Perda. But Sampang again. Fuck. Why are we seeing Sampang everywhere? It doesn't make sense to me. Unless, obviously, we're in a town called Sampang. But we also, we're not good at finding towns. We're not good at finding anything, actually. We're pretty bad at this game when you think about it. So, maybe we get lucky with our East Java guess. We probably won't, but we have plenty of time to struggle. So I guess we're gonna sit here and struggle. I don't know, maybe we'll find Timor. And then be like, okay, East. Maybe that means we're in East Java. It doesn't really feel like your typical East Java. So we're probably better off guessing, I don't know, a different island. It doesn't feel like Borneo, even though, what do I know? It might be Sulawesi. And it might be Sumatra. And the problem with those are they're here and here. So, point optimization still is where we have it because we were not going to be able to come to a conclusion. I'm glad we're able to figure out where we are. Let's just do more. East Java. Java, East. Bank, Umka, Kantor, and then Sempang. So, I think that goes to prove we should be on East Java based on this. Obviously, it's a bank. A bank of East Java doesn't have to strictly be in East Java. But it makes more sense that the Bank of East Java means we're guessing East Java. What does that mean? That means the thought to guess East Java every time kind of makes sense. We have Surabaya, which is actually to our north. And that's saying it's to our north. We also have Pangandaran, which should be to our west. And Terminal, which should be to our east. So, Pangandaran, I don't see showing up. That should be to our north. Terminal, I don't see anywhere. I see Jember. I see Lawang. And I don't see the other one either. But we know Surabaya is to our north. That's a huge clue. Hopefully we have a decent enough guess. Hopefully. And it does end up being in the town of Sampang, which I believe we saw, I don't know, 3,000 different fucking times. And even from this distance, we just didn't notice it. I still don't see Terminal, unless they're referring to a ferry terminal or an airport terminal. I don't know, I'm just fucking up words at this point. And I don't see the other thing besides Surabaya. So overall, we didn't do too bad. 23.5 isn't terrible. Our worst being Brazil, our second worst being Indonesia. Radu is in first place at 24-9. D. Martin in second. Calamity in fourth. Physics in 7th. Simi in 11th. A.L. Johnson in 12th. Radox in 13th. We're in 16th behind Maggie Aaron. That's actually pretty good. It's actually really good. We have Giovanni in 26th. Mr. Blue in 27th. Upside Down in 46th. Thunderbolt, I don't think I've ever mentioned them, but their name stands out. Prague in 66th. It's not like that Prague, but a type of Prague. We had over 100 people play it. So, not bad. That should actually boost us into 25th starting next week, which I'm pretty happy about. But that's going to be where we call it, so thank you all so much for being here. We should have more videos tomorrow as we weren't able to stream, so look forward to the Troll Out and the Stay Safe, as well as the Rural World and our regularly scheduled programming. We're going to try and stream tomorrow based on the lack of a stream today, but things might not work out because obviously the internet company sucks, and they could suck, I don't know, 3,000 more dicks and still be the worst in the world. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and bye-bye.